The dating scene in Bali is complicated. It is very difficult to get a long-term partner in Bali. My name is Desi. I've been living 2 winters in Bali and I'm just about to start a third winter. So I have the stories of my friends, I have my own stories, I have female friends, male friends, different age, different nationalities, different jobs. It doesn't matter who you are, it is so difficult to get a long-term partner in Bali. But if you're just looking for dating, for maybe flirting, for just hanging out, going around, Bali is the best place. For short term, Bali is like heaven, but long term is like hell. It's so difficult. It is true. If you heard about that, yes, it is so true. So I will give you the reasons why it's so difficult to date seriously in Bali. The number one reason I would say is that everyone is extremely attractive. Yes, that's so true. Men are so handsome. So they call Bali the island of gods. In Bali, they're Hindu, so the religion. But nowadays, they use Bali, the island of gods, because men, expats who go in Bali, they look like gods. They have the six-pack, they have the beautiful, gorgeous hair, next level smile, they're tall, they're so handsome, these men. That is true. Like, you go on the beach, you go to the ocean, and you see many handsome guys. That is so true. Like, you can fall in love 3 times per day. Everyone is so beautiful. Women are gorgeous, so many places of Bali are full of Russians, and Russian women are very beautiful. I'm not Russian, I am Eastern European, I'm from Bulgaria, but yet I could say that, yeah, Russians are very beautiful, they take care of themselves, they dress so beautifully, they have the best bodies, and not only, like, Australians are very beautiful, Brazilians, Italians, French, whatever you want, like Americans. I don't want to miss anyone, but in Bali, people are just so beautiful. And men, when they see tons of beautiful women, I think it's very difficult for them to stop with just one. And you see more and more and more beautiful when you go to the gym, when you go to paddle, when you go to the restaurant. People who go in Bali, I think that these are people who are extremely special for their original regions. Like, I'm from Bulgaria, so I am special for Bulgaria. But when I go to Bali, I'm not that special. Yes, I'm still beautiful, of course, but there's so many other people who are also very beautiful, and you just feel like it's basic to look so well in Bali. Yeah, it is just like the basics. Not only that people in Bali are so beautiful, so you have so many options, and if it's not one today at lunch, it will be another one tomorrow at dinner. That's so weird. There is no other place, I guess, in the world where everyone is so gorgeous. And not only that these people are very beautiful, attractive physically, they're also very interesting people. Most of the people who live in Bali, they have very good jobs, they earn very good money, they've been traveling the world, they have the charisma, they have the good humor, both female and male people, so like, it's not only even men, even women have great jobs. Me myself, like, I have a good job, I am interesting when I come to Bulgaria and I start explaining everything that I do. I've been living here, I've been going there, in Bali, just getting the airplane to go many places tomorrow because you want to is easy. Most of the people could do that. Not everyone, but most of the people have very good jobs. And these are the people who took the chance to get out of their country, traveled all over the world to go to live in the island, and these people are, I think, just more proactive than the rest. So not only that people in Bali are very beautiful, they're also like very smart, I would say. They take the chances, and they're attractive in any parts of their whole character. And that makes it so difficult, because I've been going out with men in Bali, and I would say, oh, these are great men, but I kind of like don't feel like this is my person. And then I don't feel that with the first one, American, then I don't feel that with the second one, Italian, I don't feel that with the Russian, I don't feel that with the French, Yeah, I've been not going home with these people. Don't get me wrong, I was just dating these people, but talking to them was so interesting, yet I wouldn't be willing to date further. And then when I came back to Bulgaria for several months, I was like, oh wow, like these people are actually next level. Why I didn't like them? Well, I didn't like them because I was in a place where everyone is next level. So it makes it very difficult. Reason number 2. I've already told you that people in Bali really have good jobs, Not all of them, but most of them. And it's very important for people who live in Bali to maintain their online businesses, their online careers. Sometimes they have businesses that go across 2 countries or 2 continents. It's very important to bring money to the table when you live abroad in the island, separated from your family. You pay rent, you pay tickets are not cheap, you maintain yourself fully, and your job will always be number 1. So when you have lots of things to do and stress because of your jobs, because you go behind you want the big money, and you have someone, for example, you date and you have someone who kind of like gives you stress, who takes too much of your time, and now your time is precious because you need the time to be able to build this life outside of your country. Or maybe you even have like next level plans after Bali. For example, I do have plans after Bali to go even further, but I need Bali a lot because weather is good, co-working places are amazing, the networking is great for people who do social media, and it's good online businesses. But if I'm dating somebody who brings me stress, even the tiny bit of stress, I'll be like, oh my god, like I do not have time for that, I do not have the energy for that. And let's be honest, like dating for something serious does take time and effort, and your time and effort is already going 100% or almost 100% towards your goals. So you're like, okay, should I date today or should I just like work? And then when I have time, which I don't know when exactly it will be, I just go surfing, I just go eating, I just meet my friends. But when you have a partner, he or she would want more time, more scheduled, like good scheduled time, like it will be scheduled before that. And it's just difficult if you want to build something. That's why most of the people would not be looking for anything serious. Even if they like you a lot, they will be, oh my god, like now I have other things in life, so I cannot maintain two, I cannot maintain both. And if I have to choose between my business and a partner, well, sorry, but I want to choose the business because I need to make it, that's very important. I understand that, like I think the same way. I'm really trying hard to maintain both, but if someone is giving me too much drama and problems, I just cannot, because I'm still dependent on the money that I earn, and I need to continue working, developing my online career, business, whatever, like social media, to maintain myself. And many people just say, okay, I give up. Dating I will do later. Now I just do the work, and let's see about something serious later in life when I do my jobs better. Well, since I am a girl and I'm an Eastern European girl and I'm 27, of course I would always make space and time for something long term, because I do feel like my age is very important in order to get married. And this is just a cultural thing, like Eastern European girls, for us it's very important to get married a little bit sooner than the Western girls. But yet I try to, as I told you already, to maintain both business and dating. So yeah, I need a good partner who can bring me problems once in a while, but like not like every time and all the time. And actually I did have a boyfriend in Bali. Actually, I had a boyfriend in Bali first time when I went there. That was crazy luck, that's incredible. But as I go back now, like this person wanted to spend so much time all the time in different activities, like just swimming, going to the beach, surfing, eating, driving, whatever, exploring. I don't have this time because I focused on my job. So I need the time for the job. I wake up, I go to it with my computer. I don't go to the beach. I go at the end of the day when I'm already done with everything. So now it's not the period. And I feel like many people in Bali are like this. Reason number 3. I think that in Bali, just They're people who would never settle for something serious. This is the character of these people. It's not because of their job, it's not because of the choice. They would never settle. Even if they are telling you, oh, I want to settle, it just never happens. If you're 40 and it has never happened, it's because of your choice. It's not because you did not find anybody. It's because you like it like that. And I see many people don't even realize that. But you being 40, never married, like never even tried to maintain something more serious and long term, never willing to have children and stuff like that, you don't want anything serious. Okay, so for these people, serious if they hang out with you 2-3 months or 4 months. I have friends like that. I love these people, they're great people, but they're just not serious. The saddest part is that they do not realize that they have these specifics. They do not realize that they just don't want to get a serious partner. So they feel fully happy by living, switching girls, switching men, like all the time. They're happy with that. This is how they like it. And it's all fine as soon as you don't give wrong idea to the people who you date. If you don't tell them, oh, I so much want, but it just doesn't happen. Definitely pay attention for that. If you see that someone says, I want to be serious, but doesn't do anything on the serious part, he doesn't want, he just doesn't realize that he doesn't want. Definitely be careful with that. This is possible everywhere in the world, but in Bali it's more often, because these people, they like the adventure, they like the adrenaline, they like this and that. They would always be living like that. Trust me, I know people in Bali who are like 62, yet they're still searching for the love of their life. Like, these people have never been married. 62, they say, I'm still looking. What are you looking for? Like, I have a bad surprise, but soon no looking will be needed. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but this is the truth. So I think for men 40 plus, even like 37 plus, saying, oh, I still don't feel ready, you're never going to be ready. It's not about the special woman, it's not about the special person. This is all bullshit. It's not true. I'm telling you, it is not true. You have to be smart, and you have to be turning on your radar and just like seeing these people, because these people are so delusional. They do believe it themselves that they're looking for something serious. That's crazy. Anyways, reason number 4. So I would say that because of these people in Bali having a great job, having a great look, being smart, being special, being the special ones from their nationalities, because they took the risk, they went outside, they did start this business, they did start the life on an island, they did go to the gym, they did make the networking. These people are special. So the problem is that people who are in Bali are looking for something very special. Like, I would say, even from my perspective, I'm willing to date, but not really someone who is basic in my eyes, because now I've come to this point where I travel all the time, I pay for myself, I can really afford a good way of living, and then dating someone who is just not being able to be on the situation I am in, not much better, but at least the same, I would not date this person. It's such a sad thing, but at the same time, it's a good thing, because you've brought your life to a certain point where you like it. It is so difficult to break your comfort in the will of having a long-term partner, because the idea to have a partner is to feel loved and feel better. So I do not feel better when someone says, oh, let's not go there because I cannot afford it, or, oh, I don't like to travel, I don't like it. So these people, I bet they're great, but they're just not for me. It's the same in Bali. I think in Bali, people are looking for something very special. Like, you have to be extraordinary special for them to take you as their partner. Otherwise, they will be just saying, okay, it's fine, we can just hang out, we can date, we can do some things together. This is the mass, what it says. But I just don't want you for a partner, because you're not the partner that I'm thinking of when I think of someone being like for me. So this is important to know. Like, people in Bali, some of them have like higher standards because they want someone who looks good but also is very nice but also reflects them a lot and this and that. So if you're more on the basic side, like more normal person who is just working a normal good job that is just like not traveling that much, it will be a little bit difficult because I feel like in Bali everyone is a little bit more wild, so they want the special people, I would say. So I don't think that both types of people are better than other type or something like this, but just it's you need to get a person who reflects you. That's the whole thing. It's just, people say that opposites basically are good for each other. I don't think that, because if you want to travel the world and your partner is constantly saying, oh, this is so dangerous, this is so bad, this is not gonna work out, how are we going to do that, it's not gonna stay forever, this relationship. This is just a disaster, it's a problematic relationship. It's not gonna work out. Reason number 5, I think that with time you actually get used to this dating scene and you just accept it. You stop looking. Even if you're going with someone for coffee, for sunset, you just think, okay, that's a good sunset, but come on, this is Bali, like it will never work out. I still haven't lost completely my hope, but some part of it is gone because really, like, it's been so difficult in Bali, and you just think at some point, okay, let me just like finish my jobs in Bali and then my works in Bali. When I leave Bali, maybe I will have a better outcome. So at some point I feel like people just stop even expecting something serious in Bali, not because they don't want it, but because they get used to the surrounding factors. It's difficult, you get disappointed once, twice, 3 times, and you think, okay, enough is enough. So basically I am not that disappointed. I still believe in the good. I still believe maybe it's possible, but if I believed 80% it's possible when I came to Bali, now I believe it's like 50-50, maybe it's possible, maybe I will meet somebody, maybe I will not. I'm still going for dates. I'm not the one who tends to like flirt. I'm not the one who tends to do situationships. For me it's very clear, if from the beginning, not date 1 of course, but from several dates, if you don't say you're willing to start something serious, I'm not gonna be the one hoping that if I basically do a situationship with you for 3 months, maybe you would change. I don't believe people change that easily. So I don't have a bad experience. In fact, I think I have more people who are willing to start a relationship long term with me than I was willing to start with them. Yet I was still not satisfied, and I didn't like these people enough to be my boyfriend. I did like these people to be my friends, but not my boyfriend. And let's talk about the dating apps in Bali. Many people use them because when you start living in Bali for several months and you have no contacts, you basically use Tinder even to get some people to know, But in general, I think that these apps are not helping. So it's better if you don't use them. And it's so funny because I would have people who I see on Tinder, then I see the same people on the dating app Raya, that is supposed to be a bit better, but it's not, it's same, I'm telling you. And then I go to a co-working space and I see these people next to me on the co-working space. So there is no reason for you to do the dating apps, since you can just meet these people when you go to the co-working or something like that. That is so funny. There is no other place in the world like Bali where you open, you see here, you see there, and then you see in real life. One other thing that I was thinking is that if I do not find people from dating apps, it will be better. Well, I found some very weird people not from dating apps. I would not say like weird. Okay, weird is not the right word. These people were very nice. They were treating me very nicely, but they were definitely a pain in the, I just don't like bad boys, so for me it will not be very interesting. I go on a couple of dates and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to waste my time. And then if they start texting me again, I just block them at some point because I don't want to listen stupid things all the time. But in general, I don't complain, but like, be careful even with people who you meet outside of dating apps. I think is the best place to meet people, either going to the ocean, to the beach, or like going to co-working spaces or some sports. But be careful at the gym, because there are these guys who go and chase every girl in the gym. That's crazy. People would stop you at the street, on the street, like all the time. Every time when I'm waiting for my taxi, which is a bike, on the street, somebody else would stop by and start speaking to me. Most of the time, of course, Russian men, because they think I'm Russian, so they like how I look. I'm very skinny and all these characteristics. I don't think that, for example, Brazilian men would fall for me because I'm so like flat and stuff, but Russians tend to love me. Anyways, so I'm just telling you, it's very easy to meet people in Bali, but most of the time they're just not serious. And of course, many people go transit in Bali. They've already decided that they're coming just for 2 weeks, for a month, for 2 months. And they did not come because they wanted to get married. They just came because they wanted to live the island life. So if they know that they're just for a month or two, At the end of this video, I want to tell you that besides everything that you've just heard, I think I've had some great dates. I've met some great people. I even got a boyfriend once in Bali, which was for a year. That's a lot. I think that part of the reason why I didn't get another boyfriend after that was just because I was so busy on my job. So I was not very open. I was thinking I'm open to get a boyfriend, but honestly, all I was thinking about was just my job, and it was very difficult to maintain both because it was the beginning of me developing my own like online business, online social media. Now as I'm better at it, I already have some money that I make and I am not that stressed. I think it's better for me to maybe start something more serious. But yeah, actually I think that 70% of people that I've met were actually happy to start something serious. It is just that I was more on the side where I'm not that ready for that, or just I didn't like them enough. But in general, these people were great people and they were ready to be normal and serious. So I could not complain personally. But I see many people who do stupid things. Like they go to Seasia. This is the best club in Bali. They meet someone when this person is drunk, they go to sleep with this person, maybe they hang around for a week or two, and they say then, oh, it's not working. Well, it is not working because you found this person in a club. I'm not saying that it's not even possible to get a boyfriend like that. It's always possible to find the love everywhere, I guess. But just, be more careful with your thoughts, be more careful with your actions. Just give this person a bit of time to show you who they are, what their real intentions are, because words do not mean nothing. Sometimes even actions could be looking so well and then being a complete disaster. I've told you, like these people who say, oh, I want a relationship, yet they don't want it. You just can't understand it in the beginning because they do believe it themselves. Yeah, that's about the dating scene in Bali. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe and give thumbs up to this video, and I'll be very happy to see you again and to show you many things about Bali. I love you so much. Bye.